needing to speak this. It hit me today after the last 2 days, like hitting like this extreme burnout from doing something that I love, which is being outside and going on nature walks. And it didn't really hit a place of burnout till after, and realizing that this is also a part of who I am, because that like self-sacrificing martyr, like the situation that I'm in, it's like it's easy for me to fall back into that role. But I was like, that's just it just blew my mind, and I'm like, I love getting out, and and that's what hit me, is I'm like, that's the stuff that I love, I actually love being a mom. Of course, just like any other parent, there's times where it's incredibly frustrating and you want to give up, and there have been a lot of times, there were specific to our circumstance, there have been a lot of really intense times that I wish I didn't have to go through it alone, but taught me a lot about, anyway, my own strength, I guess, or that, we're stronger than we think we are, and that kind of thing. But there's been so much I've learned and gained, and then also realizing that, like, I really like being nurturing. Like, that was something I didn't know about myself, and learned through this, and I really love doing the mom thing, and especially like taking Teddy and going and doing things, because for a while we didn't really do that because he was kind of OCD. Anyway, and it's particular to us because I'm a single parent, so it's like it's been just me and him a lot. But I'm thinking back even when we were in Florida, and I'm like, there were so many things, just doing stuff as a family, that I love doing, and but then being in this and taking on homeschool was really tough in the beginning, but then being able to back off and not be too serious about it. And even that, it's like all the sacrifices and stuff for me are like worth it in the long run. But then now in this place of like everything being on my shoulders and trying to figure out work, and even doing the tarot, because I'm like, I've had to drop so many balls. I'm like, there's more on my to-do list than I have the time or energy to do. That's just facts. It's like hitting burnout the last couple of days. I'm like, that's what's not worth it to me. It's like, it's not worth my well-being or my child's well-being being affected, or now our relationship potentially being stressed because I'm having to neglect him or neglect our house or something. Things are getting neglected because I can't manage it all. So I don't have the answers right now. I'm just following what my higher guidance is asking me to do and trying to surrender. But that's like the reality of being a single parent. That's like, it's messed up, because the relationship with your kids should come to me again, just because that's been the journey for me. And before, when I was working, it was the same thing. I remember it being a stress because I was like, I didn't have energy a lot of times to like pour into him. It just kind of depends, but it's very hard to juggle it. And I do want to work. I enjoy having more purpose and working, and I know that that's what we need, but it's finding that balance so that you're not frazzled. So I recognize that it's my own, like, getting stuck in my head. Like, that's where I get myself, like, overworked, overwhelmed. But it's just, you start to realize the more and more and more you take on, and that women aren't equipped for that. Like, we're not meant to be work 9 to 5 and raise babies at the same time. I mean, whatever, maybe Beyonce does. I know that there's women out there doing it, but it's like, we are meant to rest and have breaks and not take everything on our shoulders, all of the stressors, because we're not built that way. Okay, needed to get that out. Love you guys. Take care. We're trying to take an off day, whatever that means. I love you guys. Take care of you.